I'm here with Toledo Mayor Mike Bell, and we are talking today about a lot of exciting things going on in Toledo and different things you're dealing with as mayor all the time. I know you've been a busy man already today talking about T-Serve, and that's the community initiative to reduce violence in the city. Can you talk a little bit about just, you know, that effort? It's pretty important.
Well, it is. One of the things is that we do take crime serious here. And what we're trying to do, though, is approach it in a way that is not a knee-jerk reaction, that we have some stability to what the approach. And so this approach that we talked about today involves being able to, if the people who are on a bad road right now want to actually get their act together, we have a method for being able to help them out and put them into the system to where they'll be able to actually, I think, grow and be able to do some great things. But if they want to continue to go down a bad road, this program is actually designed to take them out. And it's about a zero tolerance, as the police chief stated today, Chief Diggs. It's about zero tolerance to violent crimes. Well, we figured out through our data and our information that we have about, I think he said 1.5% of the people doing 70% of the bad crimes. So they already got it figured out who's doing what. And so what we want to do is give them an opportunity, though, to take one of two roads. If you're going to stay down the bad road, we'll take care of that. But if you really want to get out of some of these bad things you're doing and you want to start moving in a direction that will be positive for the community, I think it's very important. The nice part is that this is a collaboration effort, but not only just the Toledo Police Department, we have the Sheriff's Department, we have the FBI involved, we got the criminal justice system all the way through the prosecutor's office, we have federal people helping us out, and so this is a very much a consolidated effort. But on the help side, we have a lot of other agencies who are out there who want to help people who are also involved with this process. And so I think this is probably one of the biggest collaborative operations that we've ever run in the city from the standpoint of trying to deal with violence, and I think it's going to be a very positive outcome. Any place where this program has been introduced has actually turned out to be very positive results, and I anticipate that the same thing will happen here in Toledo.
And it's very unique. I mean, community unity, you were talking about it earlier today. Just how important is it for everyone to be involved here? I mean, that's how it's really going to work out.
Right. The community isn't just about government. The community is actually about people. The people have to get involved. You know, from the bottom line of just even taking care of your own house, from the ability just to pick up pieces of trash when you see it rolling around on your street, to being able to watch out for each other. That's what the community is supposed to be about. And so this adds into that from the standpoint of a collaboration where we're saying, and we've said it before, the community has to help us out with these elements of crime in our community. And so what we're doing is taking that a step farther by connecting all the dots of the people who need to be involved with this process. And we believe that it's going to definitely help the quality of life inside the city of Toledo.
And also, you know, you're focusing on young people and giving them second chances, not only with this program, but, you know, I know for the entire year you've been focusing on teen jobs and a lot of, you know, job fairs going on. One, I believe, planned for April 28th, is it?
April 28th at 10 o'clock back at the Erie Street Market again. And we did this about 3 or 4 weeks ago. We had an overwhelming amount of young people show up in their ties and with their resumes. We had probably about 2,500 kids that came into the Erie Street Market looking for employment. And so what we're doing is we're reaching out and we're asking people in our community, please maybe set aside 1 or 2 jobs for these kids so that we have something for them to do this summer, okay? From the standpoint of a quality of life issue, kids are always going to be active. And so we can give them something positive to do, or they'll eventually end up doing something negative. And so here's a positive way of being able to address this issue. They're going to come back. The reason we're having this second time is that we ran out of information from the first time. And I'm going to tell you, the part that was really sharp was those kids were sitting there going, you know, thank you, Mayor, you know, and they would give me a hug and whatever. He said, at least you're trying. We understand that we couldn't do something today, but we'll come back in 2 weeks or 3 weeks and we'll do this again, but just thank you for at least thinking of us.
Right.
And so what we need to do is really focus on our kids because they're our future, and we need to do something positive. I know that when I was coming up with, there was a lot of positive things going on, and so we have to create that same type of energy today for these kids.
Absolutely. Switching gears a little bit now, I know this is a recurring focus for a lot of residents, but road repairs, I know the city is doing a lot of effort in terms of public forums and stuff. Let me know a little bit what's going on with that.
Well, we got our first orientation to that tonight at a church on Sylvania Avenue. What we're going to do is we're going to do about $28 million worth of infrastructure repairs this year on our roads and the streets and sidewalks and things like that. And so what we're doing is we're taking our road, our show on the road, to be able to tell people what we're doing, and if they want to go onto the city website, they can actually look it up, and it'll say where we're going to be from the standpoint of in their area with these different orientations. But the bottom line is we're going to put $28 million worth of repairs in the roads this year, and we're going to shoot for $31 million next year. And that combination is probably more than we've had in about the last 4 or 5 years altogether in just being able to do it in 2 years. So we're very energized on being able to fix these roads. Our city is really on the point of turning, and it's coming back. We got so many people that are starting to believe in our city. We got different restaurants now starting to go in the downtown area. We got other constructions that are going to be happening inside our city, and it's about people starting to believe. And this is just a continuation of that energy or synergy and being able to repair these roads so that people feel that there's going to be a high quality of life here.
Mayor Bell, thank you for coming in. Thanks for all that you do, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you all for what you've done and what you continue to do. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Mayor Bell. And that's your talk back.